Hello students, let's read this problem together. The net of a triangular prism and its dimensions are shown below. What is the total surface area of the triangular prism? So we are looking for the total surface area. So we have a triangular prism, and if we have a triangular prism, that tells us that the bases are the triangles. So this is a base, and this is a base. I'm going to go ahead and color code those, and we're going to use green for our bases. So let's go ahead and find the area of the base. Because they asked for total surface area, we are going to need the area of the base. So we're going to start with a sketch. That's going to give us our base. So the area of the base. And we said we could find that these were the bases because it was a triangular prism. That triangular, that first name, what kind of prism it is named after the bases. So if it's a triangular prism, then the bases are triangles. Okay, so that's how we found out that this was our base, or that we have these two bases that are triangles. And then we find the dimensions are 8 for the base and 3 for the height. The shape is a triangle, so even though we're finding the area of the base, we need to know what shape that base is. In this case, we have a triangle base. So we're going to use the area of a triangle, which is half of the base times the height. That's going to be half times our base was 8 and our height was 3. So half times 8 times 3 is 24. So the area of our base is half of 24, which is 12, and our units are in centimeters, so squared centimeters. Okay, so we have the area of our triangular base. And now we're going to look at the lateral faces. So this rectangles here are the lateral faces, so they're going to give us our lateral surface area. I want to look at these 3 rectangles. Do you think they are all congruent? Are all 3 rectangles exactly the same? No, they are not. But 2 of them look like they are the same. So I'm going ahead and I'm going to shade these. Because they are the same. And I'm going to go ahead and find the area of those rectangles. So I like to sketch the section that I am working on. And so this are the ones that I shaded yellow. I want to try to see if I can find the dimensions somewhere. So this one doesn't have any dimensions anywhere labeled, but this one has this side labeled as 5, so that would be 5 centimeters for the base, and then it also has the height labeled as 12. So now I can use the area of a rectangle, which is base times height, for this yellow shaded rectangles, and that would be 5 times 12. And 5 times 12 is 60. And we have square centimeters. We are not quite done, because remember we said we had one other rectangle. So our last rectangle is the other lateral face of this triangular prism. It's the one here in the middle. We notice that it's a little bit larger, so it's not the same as the other, so we're going to have to find the area of that rectangle. I'm going to go ahead and sketch it here. I need the dimensions so I can see that the base of the triangle and the base of this rectangle are the same. So that's going to be 8 centimeters. I also can see that the height of the yellow rectangle and the height of this rectangle are the same. So that would be 12 centimeters. So now I know this is a rectangle, so I'll use my formula to find the area of a rectangle, base times height. So the area is 8 times 12, and 8 times 12 is 96. We have squared centimeters. So now we have all of our lateral surface area and we have the area of the base, so we can find our total surface area. So the total surface area is all of the areas of each piece, and we're going to put them together. So let's start with our bases. We know that each one was 12. So this one's 12 and this one's 12. The yellow shaded rectangles we found were 60 each. And then our pink rectangle is 96. So to find the total, we're going to add everything up. So I have 12 plus 12 plus 60 plus 60 plus 96. Now remember that the 12s are from our bases, the 60s are 2 lateral faces, and the pink 96 is the other lateral face. There's another way we could write this. I want us to be aware of different ways we could write these equations or expressions, because it's good to know that if we see it one way or another, we recognize it. So this is 12 times 2, so 2 times 12 plus 2 times 60 plus 96. Again, the two 12s are the two bases, the two 60s are the two congruent lateral faces, and then we had that other lateral face. So let's go ahead and simplify that. 2 times 12 is 24, and 2 times 60 is 120, and 96. Now we'll go ahead and add that up to get our total. I'm going to use this little space right here. 120, 96, and 24. So that's going to be 10. That's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're going to carry 1. And 2. So the total surface area is 240 square centimeters. So our question said, what is the total surface area of the triangular prism? The total surface area is 240 square centimeters. We got the total surface area from the 2 triangular bases and the 3 rectangular faces. And we get a total of 240, so our answer is B, 240 squared centimeters.